We are on chapter 5, the Sri Krishna eating house. So we have already discussed half of the chapter and today we shall read the rest of the lesson. Okay, you shall also take the page number 68. When I read, you can also look at the book so that you may understand and you can also learn the story. So Hari went back to work in the small kitchen at the back of the eating house. He saw there was nothing to score the pot with except some blackened coconut husk and the ash from the fire, and he did the best he could with them. So what did Hari do? He got a job there, and the owner of the Sri Krishna eating house gave a cup of tea and a rolled chapati, and he told that you can also join the other two boys in the kitchen. So he agreed with the 1 rupee per day. That is the agreement he did. So he also joined with them, and he went back at the back side of the kitchen. There he saw a lot of dishes to wash. Okay, it was so dirty and lot of dishes he had to wash. He didn't see any soap powder or nothing to clean the dish, but he saw there with some blackened coconut husk. That is what with that he had to wash, and also the ash from the fire. With the blackened coconut husk and the ash from the fire, with that he had to wash the dishes. So he did best with them. He cleaned the dishes very neatly. So the next paragraph. Later he helped the two boys and net great hill of dung in their pants, and this was hard and made them grunt and sweat. So the next work he had to do that along with the other two boys, they had to knead the wheat flour. They had to mix the wheat flour, a great amount of wheat flour. They had to mix it, and it was a very lot of work they had to do. They had to put a lot of strength to mix that the amount of dough. So you can imagine, you can see in the picture even how much wheat flour they had in the pan. So they were very tired. They had to do a lot of hard work to mix the great amount of wheat flour. And what did he do then? He saw there was nothing scared and they did not speak to each other as they worked. So what is the one speciality in that was they were not speaking to each other. Two boys were there, but they were also among themselves. They were not speaking to each other. So they did not speak to each other as they worked. When the boys finally did say something to each other, Hari realized it was in Tamil, a language he did not know. So after some times, boys spoke something, but the Hari did not understand anything. So he felt that the language he did not know, that the particular language they were speaking. So he understood that the language he did not know, the Tamil they were talking. Nor did they seem to know any Hindi or Marathi, the two language he knew. So Hari knew the Hindi and Marathi, but the other two boys knew which language. They knew only the Tamil. So they could not communicate with each other. So how can they talk with each other? So Hari also kept quiet. So there was silence between them. They were in any case neither friendly nor inquisitive. Inquisitive means to know, eager to find out something. So though the other boys also were busy in working. In fact, they were so tired in mixing this wheat flour and also rolling making chapatis, and whole day they were busy. Not only that, they were tired, and how can they speak? So in that way also they were not speaking to each other, and also Hari could not speak to them because they were speaking the language which he did not know. They were speaking in Tamil, the language which Hari did not know. Okay. About him, or else they were simply too tired. So In fact, they were too tired to talk to each other. They built up the fire, and then while one rolled out the chapatis and the other baked them over the fire with a pair of long tongs, and Harry was given the task of carrying them out to the customers, eating at a long table in front of them. So they have divided the work. That is good. So they have divided the work out, the three of them. So one would they lit the fire, and then while one rolled the chapatis and the other baked them, and the other gave the chapatis to the customers who are seated on the table. So the one rolled the chapati, the other one baked the chapati, and Harry was given the duty to give the carrying the chapatis to the customers, those who are seated on the table. That work Harry got. Okay, so they were very cooperative in doing the work. There was so much work and such heat in that small place that no one seemed to have the strength or time to talk. Harry too felt silent. So they were too busy in making the chapatis and rolling and baking it and giving to the customers, and whole day they were busy. So they did not have the time to talk or entertain with each other. So in fact they were so tired and they kept silence, and Harry also joined with them, and he also kept the silence. Okay, so we can say that the Sri Krishna eating house was the pin drop silent, because they were not talking and entertaining with each other, but they were doing the work. They were very hard working people. He would have had to remain silent if the man in the shop next door had not proved friendlier. So Harry could not communicate with anybody there except the owner of the Sri Krishna eating house. So he also would have had to remain silent if the shop next door, man in the shop next door had not proved friendlier. Okay. So the man next to the restaurant was friendly to this Harry. It was a watch repair shop with its name painted on a signboard over the door. So Ding Dong Watch Works. So what is the watch shop's name? Near to Sri Krishna eating house, the restaurant, near to that shop, there was also a Ding Dong watch repairing shop. So that man was very friendly to Harry. And when Harry came out, empty a pail of garbage out of a big concrete disposal unit built on the roadside, the man who stood at the counter wearing a small black cap and with an eye piece fixed to his eyes. So whenever the Harry went to throw the garbage to the other side of the road, he had to pass through this watch shop in front of this man's watch shop. So whenever he passed through that place, the man used to look at Harry and give a smile to him. So he was a little relaxed. So looking at this man, we can say that. Okay, so working at a minute watch that he held in his cup on his hand, looked at him and smiled. So whenever he gave a smile to him, he was little relaxed and felt that somebody is there for him to tell something or to talk to something. Okay, Harry smiled back, and Harry also smiled back to him. The old man looked so much like Shahid Ali, the man who had spoken so well at the meeting by the Black House, that Harry instantly felt here was another fine and impressive man whom he could trust and who would understand him and try to help him. So the man looked so much like this particular man. Which man? The owner of the watch shop. Okay, particular man looked exactly like a Shahid Ali, the social worker, one who knew him, and he was also very kind of him. He could openly talk to him and share the sorrows or difficulties to him. He was very trustworthy man. So he felt this particular man also was like a Shahid Ali. So, and whom he must trust and who would understand him and try to help him. So he felt that somebody is there for him to share, to understand, and to make him feel at home with this unknown place. So he was able to say to this particular man about himself. So a new boy at the Sri Krishna eating house called the old gentleman then went back to his examination of the tiny watch. But he continued to talk to Hari. So when Hari saw this watchman at the shop, the man told, "Are you a newcomer in Sri Krishna restaurant?" The old gentleman then went to the examination. So again he went on in the examination. Okay. But he continued to talk to Hari. At all the clock the hung tick-tocking on the wall and the watchman that glittered in the showcase. So the watchman was continually talking to Hari, and Hari was admiring the different kinds of watches, the clock which is hung on the wall. Now, new to the city, he asked in a high-pitched, rather cracked and reedy voice. Okay, high-pitched. Are you new to the city? Who asked this? The watchman asked to Hari. Hari nodded his head. Yes. Where do you come from? Jaggu's village. The watchman told Hari, are you coming from Jaggu's village? So what did the Hari told? Oh no, I don't know Jaggu at all. I come from Thal. I am coming from the village of Thal. I don't know Jaggu. Who is Jaggu? Hari said eagerly, finding the words rushing out like the small waves of the sea, brightly and happily. He felt proud of that address. Shahid Ali of the Black Horse would have understood why, but it was obvious this gentleman knew nothing of Thal. He looked puzzled and curious. So the old gentleman asked Hari, are you from Jaggu's village? He told, no, I am from, my village name is Thal. And Hari knew that this man is very well behaved man, and I could share very easily to this particular man. He can understand same like Shahid Ali of the social worker. So he felt very happy to see this man and happy to share his difficulties and problems to him. And he knew that this particular watchman knew nothing about the village Thal. Okay, and also he looked very puzzled and curious to know about this the boy of Hari. That's all, dear students. You have to read the chapter again and understand the lesson. Okay, learn the word meaning and find out the difficult words and write it down in your copy. Thank you, students, for listening.